So I am going to restart this as though I'm going from the beginning because it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. I'm gonna stop my streaming attempt, and I'm just gonna go ahead and upload this afterwards because obviously don't want it to get out, right? So having some serious problems with this streaming. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So let's go as though I'm just starting from scratch. Everybody, and welcome to the Frontlines and the battle against the deep state, the cabal, the Illuminati, and all those that wish to enslave all of humanity for their own selfish reasons. Well, part 2 or round 2. The first round did not work out so well. I started the live streaming and it kept moving off, getting offline and online, offline and online. And this material is over the top, the information that we've been waiting for to really show treason, the evidence against Obama, Clinton, Biden, Clapper, Brennan, all of them, all wrapped up in one tiny, big, giant bow. Stuff that's just made it into the hands of a congressman. This is audio recordings of conversations. This is documents. This is basically over the top treason. And I'm not talking about, they spied on Trump's campaign. Yes, that happened. Yes, it's bad. But what do most people do when they hear that? Yes, they were really bad to do that. You shouldn't have done that. Bad boy. But when they think about treason, they say, well, you're going to put them to death for that? So that's the setup, right? That's the soft treason, you might say. Devastating, and that people are being treasonous, but people have different impression of what that means. But this other information, this really shows how they are diabolical and what they're doing. So in conjunction with that treason and this treason and all the other treasons all coming together all at the same time, they're finished. And that's probably why disconnect and reconnect, disconnect and reconnect. I'm just going to upload this one. All right. So again, this program is brought to you by your donations. My PayPal link is down below. I can't do it without you. You've been fantastic. No donations yesterday, but yesterday was $100. Yeah, the day before there was $100. That was great. And the day before that was even, that was like 200, 150, and 10 all in one day. So, you guys, I can tell, really are out there for me. I appreciate it, and I'm going to do my best to keep going. So my PayPal link is down below. There's also a PayPal link for Life Force if you'd like to contribute to them as well. Okay, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show how article that I got to see this morning. I'm going to line it up to about the same spot where I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going in about 8 minutes into this video. Name of this video. This is on Next Network News. Breaking: whistleblower drops hard evidence Biden, Obama, and Hillary executed SEAL Team 6. Executed SEAL Team 6. They executed SEAL Team 6. Remember SEAL Team 6? Remember they did a movie on it. SEAL Team 6, the raid on Obama bin Laden. Right? So this was their narrative, right? What they wanted you to know, what it was all about. But what we're really talking about, let's listen in.
He explained what Obama wrote him a 3-sentence letter, Gary, a 3-sentence letter completely lying to him. And what happened was, after Charles went on different interviews and it went viral, there were intelligence people that reached out to Charles and said, that is not what happened. You were lied to. This is what happened. Benghazi, Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration, they were sending weapons, Stinger missiles from Libya to Syria, and it was going through Benghazi. And they allowed all those men to be taken out because of what they knew. And he also found out, in addition to that, which is insane, he found out more information about SEAL Team 6 with Osama bin Laden, which is what is all of this is coming out. It's all connected together.
So from what I've been able to gather so far, listening to the whistleblower himself, looking over the different articles that have already been published, in conversations with people, with yourself, other sources, what I'm able to gather here is that the entire operation to take out Osama bin Laden was orchestrated with Hillary Clinton. So Hillary Clinton goes out. She sends out SEAL Team 6. They don't tell Obama. They say, Obama, you're going to have to deal with this, because they've been hiding Osama bin Laden in Iran. And apparently, even CBS News punted the story.
And Iran knew about it.
And Iran knew about it. They were hiding him there. Back in 2010, CBS News punted a story because they thought it would be harmful to Barack Obama. So it was actually known, but they dropped the ball. So what ends up happening is you have the SEAL Team 6 goes in, Hillary orders the hit, and then Iran sends Osama bin Laden down to that hideout where he was supposedly hiding, but then they switch him out last minute. Yes. SEAL Team 6 goes in there, and they
buffering. So we can see that
they kill the decoy, and now they go up in the air. They finish their mission, but now they all know that they didn't kill Osama bin Laden, but America, everyone's celebrating in front of the White House that very moment. So now you've got a serious problem on your hands, and Iran says, guess what? We're going to tell the world that you lied to your people unless you send us the money. Is that basically what we're talking about in a nutshell here?
In a nutshell, that's exactly what happened. And the implications of this, the administration in cohorts with Iran protecting bin Laden. And I have to say, I just heard the audio clip this morning of a congressman. He will be named. I won't name his name right now. Who is not a good guy, who is on these audio tapes with Allen talking about, well, let's hold off killing Osama bin Laden until the time is right so we can use him as a trophy. The word trophy wasn't used.
You heard a congressman say that?
Yes, I did. I heard it. I don't have the file. They have it. It's being released. It's given to the congressman last night. Media has it as well. Hopefully soon they'll release it. But I heard this. I heard that on the audio that they said, hold Osama until we're ready. And then what happened was Iran last second, like you were saying, last minute, decided to take Osama out. And so there was a decoy or a double, whatever it was. When the SEAL Team 6 team came in to kill Osama, they had direct orders not to take the body back home. You saw with Saddam Hussein, it was all over the place. You know, his pictures were everywhere. They took the body, they did a DNA test, confirmed it was Saddam Hussein. But with Bin Laden, it was never happened. It never happened. They told them to basically throw his body parts over the mountains, which in the news media they said it was they dropped his body in the water, which by the way is haram, which Alan explains, having lived in the Middle East over 20 years. He said that's haram. When you bury a Muslim, you bury them in the ground and their head faces Mecca. There is no way that they would ever, as a Muslim, and John Brennan, being director of the CIA, would know that because he's Muslim himself. He would know not to ask them to drop it off over the mountains. So the Navy, the SEAL Team 6 knew what was going on, and I'm sure they knew they were in big trouble, and obviously they were all slaughtered and all left to die by by Obama administration. And what happened, like you said, Iran, on audio tapes, it's going to come out, making deals with the Obama administration and Joe Biden's administration, saying, if you do not send us $152 billion, we will release this information, and you will not get reelected. So, what did Obama do?
You mentioned that money, but I also heard Perot say there was $2 billion that was also earmarked. So I don't mean to interrupt you, but please continue.
No, that's exactly what I was going to get to. Exactly. So there was $2 billion in cash that was sent from America to Iran. That $2 billion on audio is recorded. I haven't heard it, but I know we have it. Is that the administration said that $2 billion cash is going to go back to the Americans, back to the politicians, in order to keep their mouth shut. So they sent, $150 billion, but $2 billion in cash, so it can come back and take care of the people who are keeping this massive treasonous secret.
So $2 billion gets redirected of that $153 billion, gets redirected back to the United States. I can only assume that some of the people on that phone call were recipients of that dirty money, perhaps that congressman, perhaps John Brennan, Hillary Clinton. What are your thoughts?
That's right, and actually there's also a lot of documents that points Clinton Foundation with terrorism in the Middle East, and also McCain's foundation also implicated. This is explosive, and once the congressman is going to go through this evidence, there's a plethora of it. Once he realizes that this is legitimate, that this intel is coming from a source who is credible, not only that, Gary, but there are other operatives who have confirmed this information, specifically to Charles Woods, which I'm sure the congressman will speak to as well. So the implications of this is treason. Hang them. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, but you are treasonous traitor. Gallows, hang on the own gallows that you have set for us, our Americans. This is you. In America, we protect our military men. We protect them. We don't let them die. We don't call off search and rescues. We don't call off CCO missions to rescue them out of Benghazi. This is absolutely disgusting, and I have a feeling that the mainstream media is not going to want to cover this, but they're going to have no choice because this information is already viral. That's why we released it last night. It went viral. The American people want to know what's going on, what has happened under our noses, how much were we lied to. We want to know the truth. It's time to know the truth. And Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration have known that there is a chance that this will come out. There is a hot chance this will come out, and that is why they never wanted President Trump to win. He wasn't supposed to win, according to them. They were trying to steal it from him. That's why they're trying to impeach him. That's why they're doing anything, even crashing an economy with a pandemic, COVID, to make sure that he doesn't get reelected. He will get reelected in Jesus' name. And when these documents do come out, when the congressman asks to hold hearings, subpoenas will come out. I'm ready. I don't know if you got your popcorn ready, Gary, but I got my popcorn ready for justice in this country. This 2020 has been crazy, but hopefully it's full of justice.
And
Okay, so let's stop for a moment. So Iran used blackmail on Obama and Clinton and Biden to get this money. the 148 billion, 152 billion, whatever the total, all of it was, the cash on the pallets, because they have the evidence, audio tapes, of them having conversations to arrange these kind of deals. This wag the dog type of stuff create a narrative so that they could sway the public. In the meantime, they were bamboozled by Iran. They removed Osama bin Laden from there and then had them pay them, billions of dollars to keep it quiet. So does this ever make any sense? Well, we had to cover it. Well, we'll have an Iran deal that they'll go along with, because it's not really going to impact their nuclear deal. We'll just claim it's a nuclear. That's how we get the money to them. So now it's coming up, but then we've got a lot more. Let's go. So we've so this was actually from October 20th, right? Benghazi, Charles Wood, and Nick. No, so Charles Wood is the father. Nick knows he's a military guy explaining what's going on. Now, I took a snippet from. Now, there's a lot of information in here. It's long. I suggest you look into this one. This is the name. It's on her channel. What we were just looking at her. It's Anna. How you say her last name? Kayat. Khait. I subscribed to her. We gave her a like. So, but this is an hour. So you're going to want to go over that. But I took a snippet out of another one of hers. This is her Twitter account, so you can find her. But this information is going to continue to come out. I suggest you get to her, follow her. Here's Nate Kane also. I followed him. And this was the video I was just pointing at right here, so it's right down here. So this is this video. So what we're going to look at, though, is we're going to look at it's not in here. Let me 1 second. It is here. This is Nick. We're gonna play his video. It's about almost 5 minutes, but this is the breakdown from his point of view.
Just the start of it. That's just a couple of audio recordings and a document. You're going to find out that 3 former CIA directors were all implicated by allowing this to continue to keep bin Laden alive in Iran. They moved him from Iran over to Pakistan for the trophy kill instead of just giving him to us. Iran was like, all right, here, take him. They were going to give him to us. Instead, Hillary and Biden and them cooked up this plan to have him transferred to Pakistan for a trophy kill. They want to do a trophy kill.
Right before his re-election.
Yeah, they wanted to do it right before his re-election, and then fast forward a little bit, he is re-elected. One thing that people don't know, though, is that the payments to Iran were related to that. I've heard 2 things. I've heard that bin Laden, that wasn't him, it's his body double. I mean, I guess we'll never know if they buried it and see that story, right? But either way, even if they did kill him or didn't kill him, the payments occurred because of that transaction. And of course, the pallets of cash are kickbacks, right? So
the transaction of SEAL Team 6's.
Oh, I'm talking about. Oh yeah. So afterward, after this all happens, SEAL Team 6 gets shot down. It's only a really short time after that, and that was highly suspect even to us when we were briefed on it and everything. None of it made any sense. Nobody knows where they are at any time. Practically a handful of people do, and for them to be targeted so easily, like sitting ducks, that did not sit well. But anyway, I've come to find out that later that I knew that there were some weapons going through there, but I guess Hillary had been taking over the covert weapons program and started selling her weapons through there. There's only supposed to be small arms sold anyway, and they really didn't need them because we already provided the weapons, so they didn't even need to send the weapons through straight up. So that didn't even need to happen anyway, that other covert program. So Hillary takes over Mark Turi's covert program and says, hey, I got this now. Me and my people are going to do it. So first off, she didn't have authorization. Second off, the State Department doesn't sell weapons. Third off, the reason that she did was because she wanted to sell Stinger missiles through Benghazi to shoot down SEAL Team 6. They shot down SEAL Team 6, the Stinger missile that was sold by Hillary Clinton out of a weapons cache from Qatar that the CIA had put there.
So we can, he's outlining that this is directly from Hillary Clinton. State Department took over the weapons sales. So from Benghazi into Syria, and thus being able to supply the Stinger missile that took down SEAL Team 6. Why did they need to get rid of SEAL Team 6? Because they knew that it wasn't bin Laden. And it was about their election. They will do anything to get elected. Anything. They don't care about anyone but themselves. So they took them out. Now, I'm also wondering, well, what did General Flynn know? I know that General Flynn was very questioning about Benghazi. And I think that's also one of the reasons why Michael Flynn is basically, in this situation with the judge not letting loose the case. Right? Anything but let him loose. Be able to free to talk about Benghazi. Because he knows where all the bodies are buried of SEAL Team 6. Okay, let's continue here.
So, wow. Yes, and so.
Well, the people are asking, when is everything going to come out? What do you say to that?
Well, right now we're giving all of the audio and the documents to several different news outlets, and whoever gets there first is first. So that's the way it's going to be, because not to fault anybody, but we've been delayed because we put our trust into just one, and there's not enough time. We're just going to give it to everybody. That's just the first stage, though. We're going to have a couple of documents, some audio that's irrefutable. It's so damning. Joe Biden screwed, and Hillary, State Department screwed. I mean, everybody that's involved with this is just, they're going to hang for it. I'm not an attorney or anything like that, but it's pretty plain to see it's treason. So I'm going to look forward to seeing justice served for that crime, because it's what it is. And this is just the start. We have a lot more documents, a lot more audio of I don't want to give away too much about
Mind-blowing, we'll say
all
that.
the other players involved in the whole process. So,
And can you confirm that a congressperson has the documents? Yeah, I'm not going to say who.
yeah, I can't tell you who, but a congressman has everything. And boy, am I glad that I was able to get that done. Yes.
Quickly as possible.
Yeah, so there's nothing stopping it. There's nothing that can stop it right now.
Nothing stopping it. It's going to move forward. So I think that's really what is happening right now. It's so important for us to get this information out. Right? We need to share this video, get it to everybody. Do what you can to follow up. When you move this out, go back and check and make sure that it is still posted on your site. Right? And then repost it if it's not. You know what? Post it into the comments underneath some of your other, says, hey, I'm just making sure you get this. Just get this video out. Get it so that people know what's going on. Then subscribe, like, and share. Do what you can. Right? This is highly important that we start talking about this issue, because this is very upsetting to everybody. Right? We were lied to, and it always seemed phony about the bin Laden, being killed and the whole thing, and then still SEAL Team 6 going down afterwards. And I also want to point out this. So let me share this with you. So this is from September 6th, right? So just a few days ago by Jim Hoff. Never forget, families blame loose lips Joe Biden after Taliban slaughter 16 members of SEAL Team 6 in Afghanistan. The liberal mainstream media said nothing back in 2011 when loose lips Joe Biden outed SEAL Team 6 as heroes of the bin Laden raid in Pakistan. 16 members of SEAL Team 6 were slaughtered by the Taliban in an attack soon after Biden's gaffe. So, was that on purpose? Right? Was it to provide cover? Say, oh, well, loose lips Joe, he shouldn't have said something, he did. Now they're dead. Because it's not like they publish the locations of their SEAL teams. Right? It says highly secretive. So how would they know who it was? That's why this is so damning across the board. Then we're going to see Biden involved with it up to his neck, just like in the Flynn case when they basically tried to hang him for doing things that were wrong and put him into trial. He's been there for 4 years. They quieted him. They tried to break him. But it hasn't worked. And now this is all coming out. This is not just the drip, drip, drip. This is basically the tidal wave just hit with another bigger tidal wave coming right behind it and another bigger one coming right behind it. And they're just going to keep pushing and clearing out the deep state. Okay, well, I think we're going to end this right here. Again, do what you can to get this spread around. This is important. And I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully live, and everything is working out then. Bye-bye for now.